All right. Hey, Shalom. We're the brothers of Great Millstone, the branch out of Des Moines. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Hakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all you brothers preaching the gospel of truth and in sincerity, always in charity. And see, the title of the lesson is entitled Occupied in Prophecies, man. You know, it's a lot going on in the world, you know, and it's beautiful, you know, because we see in the prophecies, you know, pop off the page, as brothers say, man. You know, according to the book of Habakkuk, matter of fact, I'll start there. The second chapter, in the first verse, it tells us, you know, to stand upon our watch, right? This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and 1. 2 and verse 1, it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, so we're continually on that watchtower. You know, Yahweh Shah gave his commandment and told us to occupy till he come. I'll pull that up as well, because it says how he gave his servants the talents and told them to occupy, right? This is the book of Luke 19 and 13. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come. And I'm reading that because it lines up with Sirach, the 39th chapter. I pulled that as well, which is tells us, you see, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
Sirach 39 and 1, it says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof.
You see that? Occupied in the meditation thereof, in the words of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. You know, not just the law, right? It ain't just talking about the laws of Moses. It tells us in Baruch, the 4th chapter, that this is the book of the law of commandments, man, roughly paraphrasing Baruch 4 and 1, you know? So the whole book is the law. So we meditate within the word of the Lord, which he comes in the volume of the book. You got it, bro.
We'll seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies.
And be occupied in prophecies. And this is what Yahweh Shah meant by occupy till he come. Those pounds represents the understanding. He has blessed us with the understanding to be able to see, you know, these things play out. He told us, blessed our eyes because they see, and our ears because they hear. You know, and he said many wise men and prophets sought to look into those things and weren't able to. Meaning the prophets of old, they were given these visions, but a lot of the time they didn't understand the visions that they were given. So we in these last days have been blessed with the eyesight to be able to understand the visions that our forefathers had thousands of years ago. You see? And now we can properly measure the times. Now we can properly write it plain upon table, going back to that Hebrews. Not Hebrews, I'm sorry, back in Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2 and 1. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. You see? So starting with all apostles, man, for decades, right? Warning, prophesying, telling all people to repent, to come back into the knowledge of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, come back to your heritage, which only the elect is going to do. You know? Telling these heathen the judgment, prophesying of World War III, prophesying of the MOTB, prophesying of uproars and riots in these different countries. And what are we witnessing, man? You see? Like it says in Jeremiah 28 and 8, it says the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old have prophesied both against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence, man. And starting with our apostles, they've been speaking about this once again for decades. And now these things is what? Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. So these things are speaking, man. And they're screaming loud. And it says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And we're witnessing, man. The Lord told us in Ezekiel, the 12th chapter, man, they shall no longer say this proverb amongst the nation of Israel. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12, and verse 21. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? So this is the mentality that the rebels of our nation have, man. According to 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, they got the mentality that everything continue as it has been. They've been saying that in my grandma time. They've been saying that and since her grandma time. See, this is the mentality that niggers have, man. But what did the Lord say? Verse 23, tell them, therefore, thus saith Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. And this is what we're witnessing, right? I had pulled up just a few articles, you know, just a couple of them. Come on, man, get off my screen. But
I saw a couple fires in San Bernardino, Bernardino, I think, in Cali. There was a couple, a wildfire that took out some houses out today. You know, there's a lot going on, bro.
Yeah. Now I typed this on AlJazeera.com, and you know, it's an ongoing skirmish going on between Hamas and Israel. You know, and then they're speaking about, you know, an imminent attack that Iran is going to perform upon Israel, man. You know, but you got the Bangladesh army just announced, you know, that they want to set up an interim government because the prime minister, right, which was a woman, she ended up stepping down, man, because it spoke about, matter of fact, I got it here. This is NPR. What does NPR stand for? It ain't showing me what NPR, but npr.org, that's the website. But it says photos, Bangladesh prime minister flees the country after weeks of deadly protests. Right? Weeks. So they was talking about, you know, hundreds of people, you know, were dying and being put to death, man, over there in Bangladesh, right? And what did it tell us in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter? You know, I'll hold it.
I got that pulled up.
Con.
This is 2nd Ezra. I'm start at the top.
Yeah, you can start at the top.
This is 2nd Ezra 9:1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people.
That's how we measure the times. He said, measure the times diligently in itself, and when thou seest the signs pass, which I told thee. And he's talking about the signs that we would witness, that we would see, to show that the Lord is visiting this place, man. So we're right here at the end, and these things are speaking loud, man. And it's beautiful to witness, as it is written in the book of Proverbs. It tells us that hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but when it is come, it is a tree of life, man. So when we witness these things and we can relate it back to the precepts to show you that Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai is at work, it boosts our what's the word I'm looking for, man? Energy, for lack of a better word, man. You know, brothers get charged, you know, to see these things taking place, because that's one step closer to our salvation, right? I pulled up another one that spoke about here it says global market meltdown, what you need to know. Japan's Nikkei had its worst day since 1987 on Monday, with other Asian markets plunging and European stocks nearing 6-month lows, man. And these are all birth pains, as the scriptures tell us, man. In the book of 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, I'll pull that. These are all signs that the baby is coming. And in this sense, the baby represents the judgment of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, 16th chapter. And Salaki, bear with me before so I can find the exact precept. Verse 37. Matter of fact, I started 35. 2nd Ezra 16 and 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. And if I was to read up in this chapter, it goes into the different wars that would take place here and how the women going to mourn in society, man. You see, because those things that's happening overseas, those different riots and overthrowing their government and these different things that's taking place, they're going to come here to America. And it's going to hit this place even worse. You see? But it says, hear now these things and understand about Sham Yahweh. Don't believe these false prophets. Don't believe the idols that they uphold. I had seen brothers doing response, the Elder Manata Zakba and Elder Yashawamba,
Right, that dude.
the Christian nigga, and he was reading to Timothy, talking about they're telling you not to eat pork and shrimp and all things, and it's like these dudes are really losing, man. Now I understand why Yahweh Sham Yahweh Shai, you know, put these things to come out, because there's new believers, you know, coming in, so those the edification of those precepts need to be brought out so it can be understood clearly, man. But these dudes, man, they ain't got it. they going over the same precepts. These Christians going over these same topics, man, which we covered multiple times over and over and over again. Because when you read that Timothy, it says all things is to be accepted. Thanksgiving. It says why? Because it's sanctified, separate, holy. How will we know what's holy? It goes back into the law, what the Lord separated and what he told us, what was clean and what was unclean. It says that sanctified by the word. What's the word? It's the volume of the book, and by prayer. So we go into the book to find out what foods are sanctified, what foods are separated. You see? And it tells us that in Leviticus. That's very plain to understand. You see? But these Christians think they got one up. They think they got some. But nah, like the Lord told us, believe not these niggas, man. Because here it is. Look at the things that they talk about. They want to go back and forth whether to eat pork or shrimp or crab. And here it is. Look at what's happening in the earth. What did Jesus prophesy about? Did Jesus prophesy about the judgment to come? See, what are these Christians talking? These Christians not talking about the judgment and the pending doom to come upon this place, the collapse of society, right? There's a precept in the book of Zechariah, if I'm not mistaken. It could be Zephaniah. I get them mixed up a lot, you know, which happened back then, but it can be applied to today. It talks about there should be a crashing from the fish gate. Now, the fish gate is where they would sell fish. And it says, how you inhabitants of Maktesh. Now, when you go into Maktesh is a merchant city. You see? So that can be applied to what? To Wall Street today. And where they sell fish, where they sell all manner of wares. According to Revelation 18 chapter, that's what's all being sold here in Babylon. But there's going to come a time where all that is going to cease. It's going to crash. You see? And then what's going to happen? When money in Egypt failed, then what? Then that new system is going to roll out. And we've been telling you people about these things, starting with our apostles on down. You see?
But they're occupied in talking to eat.
Yeah.
To eat some shit.
They want to go back and forth. Gentile, Esau still here. Gentiles can be saved. Like, you know. Now, once again, this new brothers and sisters coming in, so those points need to be addressed and corrected and edified on. You know? But we talking about prophecy now, man. Look at what's happening in the earth. You see? But where was I?
You were in second Ezra 16.
Still in the second Ezra, yes sir. Verse 37, second Ezra 16 and 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And this is what we're witnessing. You see, it says the world shall mourn. This is why we're seeing chaos erupt all over the earth, man. Because these are the signs of the pending doom. These are the birth pains that we're witnessing, that the Lord told us would happen. So these are the signs that we ought to look for. You see? Being occupied in prophecy, because the spirit, the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy according to Revelation 10. So you can't say that you have the spirit of our Lord Yahweh Shai without properly prophesying and explaining to our people the things to come upon this earth, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, because a lot of these people, they really prophesy. Even these other camps, they don't prophesy really. They
Yeah.
talk about debates and
It's a
cutting
debate.
this and cut that and fringes on your shirt and all that shit, but they don't really prophesy if you really think about it. The only one that really prophesy, hey, is the elders and apostles of GMS and on down. Really, in the likewise doctrine. You know?
Yeah. Because the Lord gave us all these different signs, going back to that 2 Esdras 9, measure down the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest the signs, all these different signs that we're witnessing, man. The scriptures tell us here in the book of Isaiah 29. This is Isaiah 29:6. It says, thou shalt be visited of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Lord of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And there's a fire raging in California right now, man. And there's an app where you can see the different wildfires all over the earth. And there's wildfires burning all over the world, man. Right? Last week it was like 3 or 4 days, man. It was straight storming. Yeah. You know? Straight storm, straight tempest, straight thunder. Where people was without electricity, trees were blown down. And it had hit, you know, Illinois, the Chicago area. It had hit that area hard, man. Another Draco. Right, they called a Draco. They called it a land hurricane, and that's what had came through over the Midwest a couple weeks back, man. So these are all signs that the Lord is visiting this place. You see? So you want to go back to the Esdras, bro?
Yep. Second Esdras 9. Second Esdras 9 and 3 again. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand.
Oh, and there's an app for earthquakes. And you can look up all those different earthquakes that's taking place. Then you'll have a goofy, it's always been earthquakes. It's always been bush fires and these different things. But look at how it's happening all simultaneously, man. And on the scale that it's happening at. Right. You see? The uproars of the people with the earthquake, with the flame of devouring fire, with these different storm systems, with the collapse of a society, with the money. You know, look at all these different things, man. So it's showing you that we at the end of this. You see? You got it, bro.
Verse 4, it says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning. That's why the Lord told us, and what is that, Isaiah 46, is it?
I declare the ending.
Declaring the end from the beginning. Yep, that's right. This is the book of Isaiah 46. And this is verse, I'll start at 8. It says, remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye, the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Heavenly Father, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And the Lord sent his men to speak his counsel. The Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. So the prophets go out in order to do what? This is the book of Isaiah 44. Is it 44? It's not 44. What am I thinking of? Confirm.
The word of his messengers.
Yep. It's the book of Isaiah. What, man, what is that? I think it is 44. Salaki, bear with us real quick.
Damn, brain fart.
How is it diviners mad?
It's 44:26.
I knew it was 44. I knew it was 44. This is the book of Isaiah 44:25. I started 24. It says, thus saith Yahweh Basham Yahushai, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am Yahweh that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrateth the tokens of the liars, and maketh diviners mad. So these false prophets and Esau on the left-hand side with his witches and warlocks, man, the Lord is going to cause all those counsels to fail, to cease, man, right? That turneth wise men backward and maketh their knowledge foolish, that confirmeth the word of his servant, and performeth the counsel of his messengers. And this is what we're witnessing. Start with our apostles, man. They be out here speaking these things, and the Lord in turn is performing the things that he's put in their mouth. That's why in 2 Esdras 15 it says, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, because they are faithful and true. And the prophets have been faithfully speaking the words of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and now we're seeing these things come into fruition, man. As it is written in the book of Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, then shall it be known that a prophet have been amongst them when these things cometh to pass, and lo, it will come. Rough paraphrasing that precept. You see? And these things are only going to increase, man. It's not going to get better, you know. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, just like those birth pains. When a woman goes into labor, once her water breaks, man, that pain is spaced out, you know. But as the baby get closer to coming, that pain is more frequent and is sharper. And that's what these plagues and these different riots, you know, and uproars and these different things, these things are going to happen more sharp. It's going to be more deadly. It's going to be more frequent, man. You see? You got something?
Yeah, I got something real quick. Just backing up the point. I'm going to read quickly. It says Matthew 24:4, and Yahushua answered them. It says, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear the wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. But it says here, all these are the beginning of sorrows. You know, so just backing up the brother, man, all that shit's gonna happen, but that's not the end yet, man. There's more to come, right? That's just the beginning of all that thing, man. Hey, shit, there's gonna be a lot of movie scenes out here, and even worse, right? They can depict it in what, movie scenes and things like that, and that comes just to imagination. But the Lord, bro, he is sick and tired of this place, man. So the Lord is gonna, hey, the Lord said, I will bring your worst fears upon you. You know what he did to this, nothing compared to what's gonna happen here in America.
As with plagues as before.
Shit, hey, the Lord is coming, man. He's coming to get each and every one of them.
This is 2 Esdras 16:70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection. You know, so there's going to be a uprising, man. I'm gonna finish it out upon those that fear the Lord. So it's going to be coming a time where there's going to be persecution against the church, against the true believers of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. You know. And not only just a few believers, it is a few believers, but not only the true believers, but also, man, we're gonna be disannulled. You see, you guys that think that you side by side with Esau, or you under a 501c3, or you took whatever purse or whatever payoff to teach whatever madness, man, your ass gonna get trodden down too, according to Isaiah the 28th chapter. You see, this is what's coming on the earth, right? But man, I think I was looking for 15. 2 Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world, once again, to the world. So that's why we're seeing these things happen on a mass scale, right? In one of these articles, man, I'm not sure if it was RT or was it Al Jazeera, but one of these articles spoke about riots in the UK, man. UK civil war inevitable, right? And we can see that the groundwork of a civil war here in America. So why is this happening in all these different countries simultaneously, though?
It's written about.
You see, why is all the turmoil and chaos is happening in these different countries around the world? Did they all call state, man? We just gonna say fuck this world.
Right.
No, it's the spirit of Yahweh Basham Yahushai in the earth, man. Uproars of the people is what we're witnessing. At the end, it shall speak and not lie. So we're in beautiful times, man. We're in beautiful times. You see? So let's stay occupied in prophecies, man. You know, like Yahushua said, man, in Luke the 21st chapter, he says, look up, because you holding that?
Yep. Luke 21 and Salakia. Luke 21 and ye watch therefore and pray.
Start at, what was that, 24?
That is 36.
Start where it says signs in the sun and the moon and the stars.
Oh, that's not. I think it's 19. Give me a second.
That's in Luke 21 though.
Yeah. Let me see real quick. Salakia. Okay, he said a lot in that, Luke.
But it's all toward the end. 25.
25. This is Luke 19. Salakia 21 and 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring."
Well, distress of nations. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So the different signs in the stars and the sun and in the moon, right? Those different solar eclipses that we witnessed, right? Then it says the sea and the waves roaring. That's your different hurricanes and different weather phenomena, right? And then the uproars of the people with perplexity. This is what we're witnessing. Go ahead.
"And then they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory."
Mm-hmm.
It says, "And when these things begin to come to pass,
Yep.
then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh."
You see? So let's keep our heads lifted up, man. Once again, I'm gonna quote it again. Proverbs, it says that when hope deferred maketh the heart sick. Where we gotta ask ourselves where our hope is, man. Because if our hope is in His Word, and we're occupied prophecies, so when we see these things play out on earth,
right,
it's a tree of life, then, man. So that should reinvigorate.
Right.
You know, that should charge brothers up, man.
Charge you up.
You know, like niggas say, man, put the battery in his back. Hey, the Lord keep the battery in our back, man. You know, like I tell brothers here, you know, see, it's beautiful that we're witnessing this thing on a mass scale, the uproars and these different things. But like I tell brothers here, don't overlook the little prophecies and the little things, and I quote unquote little, because they ain't little, man. You know, but I say it like that because a lot of people overlook that. You know, you will hear Jake say, man, when this devil playing, man, make the MOTB go to war, quit pussyfooting. Russia need the bomb this play, woo up the bam. And, you know, brothers is hastening the day, so I understand the spirit. But let's not overlook what's happening amongst Israel. Look at these dudes bugging out, man. Not only did Bishop Nate teach that a couple months ago, but now the Sakari, well, formerly of the Sakari, these dudes come bringing out Russia gonna surround Israel, our land in the kingdom. Just in the last couple of years, the hell doctrine made its way back into
Israel.
Like look at what's going on. Now I know when brothers hear it and you get mad and vexed, you be like, these niggas. But keep in mind, this is prophecy. It says evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. It tells us that in the latter days, men shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrine of devils. Those are prophecies. So as we're witnessing these things take place, that should be a hope that should recharge us, that putting the battery in our back as well. So let's not overlook those things. You see? Let's not overlook those things, man. While these dudes is waxing worse and worse, as it is written, the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker, while the house of David waxed stronger and stronger. This is what we're witnessing. This is all prophecy. It says the light of the just shineth brighter and brighter unto that perfect day. But the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. These dudes all bugged out. So those are prophecies that we ought not to overlook. You see? These things are taking place all throughout the earth, man. And now that we're seeing, you know, quote unquote, major things happen, right? The uproars, man, the overthrowing of government. It's beautiful to witness, man. You know, the market in shambles. It's beautiful to witness. So, you know, so it's beautiful times that we in, man. And once again, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. And as we're a part of this, we're in this. Like Yahweh Shah prayed and told us, man. He said that I pray not that you take them out of the world, but that you keep them from the evil. So as this shit get worse out here, man, keep in mind, you know, once the market collapses and you know, the dollar loses its purchasing power and all. That's going to affect all of us too. But that's where our belief, that's where our faith, our trusting in how about Shem Yahushua have to kick in. Because according to prophecies, being occupied in prophecies is not only watching for the things that come upon the earth, but it's also expecting the victory and aid. The Lord said that his servant shall eat, his servant shall drink. The Lord told us we're going to laugh at famine. You see, the Lord told us that he will cause the enemy to entreat us well in the book of Jeremiah 15. So these are all things that we can look forward to. That great insurrection that I read about in 2nd Esdras 16 upon those that fear the Lord. Isaiah 59 says when this devil comes in like a flood, the Lord is going to lift up a standard. So these are all prophecies that we can look forward to. You know? But that, you know, that's all I got, man. You know, there's something, you know, quick, you know, and to the point, Lord will, we hope this was edifying. The Wadi Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, for giving the spirit to do this lesson. We'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elder bishops with great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all you brothers preaching the gospel in truth and sincerity, always in charity. Hey, shalom. No, that's cats.